All right, so what are we doing today? Why haven't I posted a video in a while? Well, there's stuff going on, all right? Keep your shirt on, all right? My shirt's on, your shirt's on, everybody's shirts are on, everybody's calm, cool, collected. Just be chill, all right? There's all kinds of moving parts to a Willys empire. When you're buying trucks, selling parts, buying parts, going to Oklahoma, and then you're horse whispering. Because let me tell you, I never was around horses much till Erica, and now I've been around horses a lot of horses. My favorite horse, other than her horse, the Mustang, is this miniature pony, who I named Tiberius. Its actual name, I believe, is Smokey, but it doesn't look like a Smokey. That doesn't give it the respect it deserves. Its name is Tiberius. And I'll put a picture of Tiberius, me and Tiberius. I gave him a bath the other day because he's dirty. He's like rolls around in the mud all the time because he's a free spirit. Nothing can hold him down. He's the kind of miniature pony that they would sing songs about, write sonnets, poems, and things. He's legendary. He's the Stonewall Jackson of miniature ponies. And he just is. He's like Positron on the Plymouth, Could conquer the whole world with Tiberius. Enough about miniature ponies. What is today's little ramble about? Well, today's little ramble is about this engine right here. All right, so this engine is out of a CJ3B. All right. That's a whole different project that I made a video on before that I've been just dragging around on that I haven't got around to doing yet. And then now it's probably going to get delayed even further, if at all, because we're going to steal its engine. We're going to put it in this truck right here. Now you might be asking, oh, Red Clay Traveler, how did you manage to paint it so nicely? How did you do that? Well, it's funny that you asked because I did paint it nice. This thing looked like it was straight up Barrett Jackson ready. I sandblasted the thing. I filled in all the ports and holes and taped everything off and literally sandblasted it down to the bare metal. I degreased it 3 or 4 times. I primered it. I painted it. It looked amazing. I've even got pictures of it. It looked epic, right? And then about 3 days later, I come in and all of it's cracked and it starts coming off in sheets like this. So that's, really good when you spend like 2 days prepping an engine, cleaning it, degreasing it, everything, painting it, everything. But the good news is the timing cover and the oil pan that I literally just barely cleaned and then just rattle canned with generic paint, it's perfect. This is just amazing. Looks like it's powder coated, but the engine did not take. So what that means is I don't give a damn, and it's going to go in looking just like this. I might flake all this off and rattle can it black or something before I put it in this truck, but that's it. I'm not spending another 17 years of my life prepping this engine to paint it just to have it flake off in sheets. Not doing it. Now, this engine, when I got the CJ3B, this engine right here, it ran good. The clutch was stuck. The clutch was acting weird. But other than that, this engine ran good. It appeared to have good oil pressure. It didn't knock. It didn't rattle. There wasn't any valve train noise. It actually ran pretty respectably. I've got the manifold. I've got get a new water pump for it. I've got the carb. I don't know how good the carb is, but I got one. I'll have to figure out the linkage and stuff for this truck because it's probably not exactly the same. I've got the rest of the distributor. So I've got everything to put it back in running shape. And unlike some people, when you pull an engine out, all right, that you care about, you actually care about the engine. What you do is you just periodically, because this was over a year ago when I pulled this engine out, it's been down here in the shop, and the shop is damp, all right? So what you do is, if you give a damn about the engine, what you do is you periodically, see that hole right there? That's where the spark plug goes. What you do is you extract a spark plug, all four. I mean, there's a lot, so there's four. So you take them out each, you squirt some Earl down in there, okay? And then there's this cool thing called a socket or a wrench. And then you see this right here? You see this? Pay attention now, pay attention. This is the crank pulley. All right, this is where the pulley on the crank goes. What you do is you take a socket or a wrench, whatever, and you slip it on there, and you rotate this MF every now and then. You don't have to do it every day, just periodically. Lube the cylinders, rotate it some. You know what this does? Do you know why you do this? You might ask, why would you do that, Rick Clay Trailer? It's because I don't want the good engine to stick for no reason, just because I'm a bum, okay? I want to be able to take this engine, put it in that truck, and not have to wonder if it's stuck. I can't tell you how many good engines I've come across, complete engines, obviously complete, were running engines when they were pulled that I'm trying to buy, and they go, well, it ran when I pulled it out 3 years ago. It's been in the dry the whole time. And then, you want to see an example of that? Where is it? It's moved now, but there's another F-head in here. Same scenario, running engine, perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it. Pulls it out because the Jeep that it was in had a tree fall on it, destroyed the Jeep, bent the frame, but the engine was fine. Gentleman I bought it from put it in a shed, dry shed, okay? We're not talking it's leaking or nothing. Stuck, all right? And then guess what happens? Lots of times you can get them unstuck. Yeah, you can. But what happens is it rips the rings, it scores the cylinder wall. Even with lube in it, it'll do that lots of times. So it's much easier. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So it's easier just to go ahead and keep it from sticking. It doesn't take nothing. Basically, if I think about it, if it enters my mind, I go, well, I'm going to go do that real quick. It takes 30 seconds. So if you have an engine sitting in your shed that you value at obscene amount of money, but you haven't touched in 25 years, just simply pretend that you care and just pour some Earl in it and rotate it around. Hell, even if you just turn it 1/8 of an inch, just do it, okay? Just do everybody a favor, because when you decide you're not going to do anything with that engine and you want to sell it, it'll make it that much easier to sell it. It just is. Just simply do it. It's not that difficult. But anyway, I've got the fuel pump for this engine. Like I said, I've got the carb. I've got a couple different carbs. Got the manifold. We'll get all this. I might just blow all this extra paint off of it, get this reassembled. Like I say, I already know it runs, so I don't need to really worry about that until it's in the engine compartment. And then, let's see, once that's done, then we can, and it's got a new clutch. After that, then we can worry about putting some brakes on this unit. At least probably one brake, maybe like the front right. You don't need all four, that's really unnecessary, but at least one brake that works a little bit would be ideal. The steering on this truck is pretty sloppy. It's pretty aggressively sloppy. So it should drive really nice. And, you drive it like Speed Racer, like this. The good news is it'll move like 4 miles an hour, so it's not like you're not Mario Andretti on this thing. Windshield seal is fine. Gonna leave it like that. It's Circle Vintage. We're not gonna mess with that. Yeah. I've got a set of tires. I'm gonna pull off another truck that I'll put on here that'll work. I won't even have to buy any tires for it right now, which is cool. And because they're tube tires, you can get away with a little bit of dry rot. You know what I'm saying? You get away with it. It's all right. Just rub some shoe polish, some black shoe polish into those cracks, and now it's rejuvenated. And you've got a brand new tire, brand new, spanking new. So that's what we'll do for the tires. Brakes, we'll need a master cylinder, all that good stuff. And fortunately for me, Willys mounted the master cylinder in an extremely accessible spot. I love it. It's easy to get to, easy to maintenance. It's even easier to make sure that it's got plenty of fluid in it, because they decided to mount it right here behind the steering column on the side of the frame, because that just makes sense. That's the way a lot of vintage vehicles did it. They mounted it down there on the frame. So which is nice because usually if the master cylinder is good, you can't get the lid off of it to pour some oil in it, so, or some fluid in it. So there's always that. But we're not even going to worry about taking the lid off. We're going to rip that one off and put a brand new one on it. You know, we're going to get spendy. So, and then probably like crawl underneath it, verify that's got a drive shaft, which I'm pretty sure it does, but you know, we don't know. Haven't looked. And then maybe look and see if those U-joints look like an elephant defecated upon them. And then once that's done, then we'll see about backing her out of here and taking her for a light-duty cruise. Yeah. Oh, maybe put a door handle on the passenger side since we need a door handle. I actually found the door handle in the bed, so we'll put that door handle back on here, see if we can get the door to work. The other door, I'm going to have to mess with it because this mechanism is stuck. So get that working. I've got one pane of glass that I pulled out of another truck. So put that pane of glass in one side or the other because this one's cracked all the crap and that one's cracked. But the back glass, front glass is good. And then we can find out, once we've done all this work, we can find out if the transmission's any good. And we probably should put a gas pedal in it instead of just leaving that hinge, you know. Because, I mean, I feel like the hinge would probably work pretty good, but, you know, it's not period correct. And then we can find out if there's any gears in the transmission, which there probably is. I mean, more than likely. I mean, the truck's only got 90,000 miles on it because, like I say, 90,000 miles in a 49 Willys truck is a long way. That's like a significant amount of driving. And now, don't get me wrong, it would have been absolutely wonderful and joyous, but regardless, it would have been a long way. And there's no radio in this unit, so we're gonna have to put some kind of Bluetooth speaker in here so we can crank up the BGs. Right around, you know, maybe pull that little miniature pony I'm talking about in a miniature pony trailer, or maybe just put him up in the bed. He can look over well, he's not tall enough. I'd say he could look over the bed, out of the bed over the cab, but he's too short for that because he's a legend. He doesn't have to be tall. And he doesn't have a Napoleonic syndrome either. He doesn't have the little man syndrome because he's not insecure about himself because he knows he's the alpha horse on the property. Just like this truck is. It's not the alpha Willys on the property, but it's up there. It's up there. It's not the top. Jubal's at the top. Jubal's the head dog, you know. But regardless, I don't know what these sounds are. It's very strange. But yeah, maybe get the like I was rambling about, get the logo to put here, Red Clay Traveler, LLC, you know. Do all that. But regardless, this is a fresh video for you. I'm sorry I haven't put one on in a little while. There's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different things going on in my life. So sometimes you don't get a chance to film a video when you think that you're going to get a chance to film a video. Let's see what else. We're doing pretty good on subscribers. I think we're up to 6. I can't remember. Hang on. Let me look. Let's see. I think we're up to 670 something. Let's see. 686. See, I'm short-handed myself. 686. That's good. Now, we need to get to 1,000. All right. So share the videos, comment them, like them, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. To all of you that have already subscribed, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I really enjoy doing these videos. I want to keep doing the videos, and being able to know that my content's getting out there and people are enjoying it and stuff will make that easier for me to do. And being able to potentially monetize the channel at some point in the future, or give me some money to go buy these trucks, You know, it's just to pay for gas to go get them because gas prices are crazy, I'm sure as all of you know. So being able to go get a truck in Oklahoma is not as easy as it was a month or two ago. So every little bit helps. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you are subscribed, tell your friends, tell your family, talk your son into subscribing. Whatever, just do it. Just simply do it. Help a man out. Help Red Clay Traveler out. Do me a solid. Smash that subscribe button. You know, there's a lot of us Jeep freaks out there. Some of them don't know about the Red Clay Traveler yet. Not yet, but you will. You will know of Red Clay Traveler. So we're going to keep on keeping on. We're going to keep filming content. And we're going to keep working on Willys trucks. And we're going to go get them when we can find them. And we're gonna keep on. We're going to keep conquering till we reach the sea. Till the sea is reached. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Like, comment, share. And I will see you all shortly. I will see you all at the next video. And I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful year. I hope you get it all, conquer it all. Willys for life. Don't you ever forget Willys for life. And I'm hoping here on the next few videos, you'll be watching me take this engine, spiking it over there, okay? Yeah, this in there equals greater than it not in there. So this is science, okay? I don't make the rules. So take it easy. Willys for life.